A U.S. Air Force F-35A crashed in Alaska yesterday afternoon, though the reason for the crash is still up in the air. The pilot was able to announce an in-flight emergency and then eject safely from the aircraft, earning his place in the fraternity of now approaching 8,000 pilots to be saved by their Martin Baker ejection seats. The F-35, on the other hand, seemed to fall almost vertically as it came down, erupting into a fireball upon impact in what is all but certain to be a total airframe loss. And while the reason behind this crash is still under investigation, that has not stopped the internet's most aggressive self-proclaimed aviation experts from suggesting this crash is just another in a long line of F-35 crashes that they contend prove this fighter is both unreliable and unsafe. But when you see people making this claim online, what you're really seeing is cognitive bias in action. Even with this crash added to the list, the F-35 remains among the safest fighter aircraft ever to fly. By my math, this crash represents the 12th F-35 airframe to be lost since these fighters entered service, which might sound like a lot until you realize there have been more than 1,100 F-35s delivered to date, racking up more than a combined 971,700 flight hours so far. Now that shakes out to roughly one airframe loss for every 80,975 hours these jets spend in the sky. In fact, the Air Force lost 12 F-16s in 1982 alone. So while this crash is certainly notable, especially at a roughly $80 million price point, the things we should really be taking away from it are twofold. The first is that the pilot made it out okay, and that's always important. And the second is that military aviation is an inherently risky job.